Brett's created a remarkable and almost explosive sound world for this piece. At its essence, it's the orchestra that he uses is a fairly traditional or standard orchestra, but in addition to that, he has three pretty large percussion batteries positioned in the orchestra pit, playing all manner of different instruments, be it temple gongs, vibraphones, glockenspiels, of course, timpani. There are also extended techniques that the percussionists use, like using a double bass bow, which creates a particularly eerie kind of a sound and a unique overtone to the texture. And perhaps most uniquely for this piece, there are then two what are called satellite groups or satellite bands positioned in the boxes on the left and right-hand side of the auditorium, each consisting of a clarinetist, a trumpeter, and again another percussionist. It's not as if simply the musical drama is happening up there on stage and in the pit, but really we're immersed in the sound, and it sort of serves the purpose of transporting us perhaps really inside Hamlet's mind itself. There are new and fascinating instruments that he incorporates into the percussion section, like a steel spring. There's what's called a mark tree, which is sort of this sort of chain of bells, which sort of create a fascinating texture. Stones, two stones being hit together. Plastic bottles, like a cheap plastic bottle, empty bottle, which is then crinkled up at particular moments, which again just sort of lends the whole score a particularly unsettling kind of an atmosphere, and again just sort of shows the instability in Hamlet's mind. The pit singers, or the semi-chorus as they're called in the score, provide a really unique color to the score as well. They're not only singing, sometimes beautiful lyrical passages, but also providing particularly percussive sound effects from their mouths, whether they're sort of saying sounds like things like this, which are, perhaps more akin to the sounds of the percussionist instruments than they are to the singers on stage. It's another element, it's another dimension that's added to the orchestral texture and to the vocal texture. I have no shame in saying it's the most challenging opera I've ever conducted, but the more and more you come to terms with the score and get over that initial terror, that initial anxiety about it, the more the score reveals itself. There's so much going on, there's so much personality within the orchestra, there's so much interaction with the stage. So, you really feel as if you're part of the drama on stage when you're standing there in the pit, bringing it all to life. It's an absolutely remarkable experience to be a part of.